Everything would start after the fight against Broly. Goku was with Goten training, and the little Saiyan had asked his father to train him to be stronger than Trunks. 2 hours would pass, and the training of the two had finished, so Goten, tired, would throw himself to the ground while he said, "How strong you are, Dad! In all the training I couldn't hit you." "You too can become as strong as me, Goten. You even have the potential to surpass me if you set your mind to it." "Tell me something, Dad. You have had many masters throughout your life, but who is the first one you had?" "It was my grandfather, Gohan, since I was a little boy. Besides helping me, he was in charge of teaching me martial arts." "And what happened to him? Because I've never met him." "I prefer not to talk about it, Goten." "Okay. By the way, Dad, why haven't you ever talked about your parents?" I don't really know anything about them either. I just know that they lost their lives. Frieza destroyed their planet." "I understand. But tell me something. Haven't you thought about meeting your parents? I mean, it would be very easy to do it. We just use the Dragon Spheres to bring them back to life." "I hadn't thought about it, son, but I think it would be a good idea. That's what I'll do. I'll gather the Dragon Spheres and bring them back to life." Goten, upon hearing that, would be very happy because he would be excited to meet his grandparents. Meanwhile, Goku, using teleportation, would go with Goten to Bulma's house to borrow the Dragon Radar. When Goten arrived, he would go to Trunks' house to tell him what his father was going to do, while Goku would look for Vegeta because before reviving his parents, he wanted to know a little more about them. Goku would find Vegeta next to Bulma, and raising his hand, he would start to greet them both. "What are you doing here, Kakarot?" "Hi Vegeta, long time no see. How are you?" "A few days ago we saw each other. When we went to train with Whis, you already forgot that. Anyway, just tell me why you came, insect." "Don't get mad, Vegeta. You see, I came all the way here because I need you to tell me everything you know about my parents." "This is the first time I've heard you talk about your parents, and now you're thinking about them." "What happens is that I plan to revive them, but I don't know anything about them, neither their names nor what they look like physically. I wanted to know if Vegeta could tell me what they were like." "I don't know much about them either, Kakarot. Just a little I heard from Raditz." "Never mind, just tell me what you know." "Okay, your father's name was Bardock and your mother's name was Gine. They were both lower class Saiyans, and I also remember hearing that you look a lot like your father." "I see. Thanks for everything, Vegeta. Bulma, can you lend me the Dragon Radar?" "Of course I can, Goku. Wait for me for a few minutes and let me look for it." Bulma went in search of the Dragon Radar. When she came back, she would give it to Goku, who would immediately start looking for the Dragon Spheres. An hour would pass, and Goku had already gathered the 7 Dragon Spheres, so he would put them on the ground and shout, "Get out of there, Shenlong, and fulfill my wish!" Immediately from the spheres, Shenlong would come out, which would say,
"I will fulfill 3 wishes. Tell me, what is your first wish?"
"Shenlong, please, I want you to bring to this place the souls of my parents. That is, Vegeta's father." "What did you say, Kakarot? Are you crazy?"
"That's too easy, really."
"What's wrong with you, insect? I didn't ask for anything like that. I don't even want to see him again." "Calm down, Vegeta. I know deep down in your heart you wanted me to." "Don't be mad, Vegeta. I'm happy to meet your dad." "Me too, Daddy. I want to meet my grandfather. I'm curious to see what he was like."
"Then tell me what your wish is going to be, Goku."
"As my first wish, I want you to bring Vegeta's father to life. And as my second wish, I want you to bring my parents to life."
"Okay, I'll fulfill it. But before I bring them back to life, I want you to know that they don't know anything since the moment of their death."
"Thank you for letting me know, but please fulfill my wish, and then you can go, as I will not take up the next wish." Suddenly, Shenlong's eyes would turn red, and a strong blizzard would have started in the place. A wind tornado would form in the place, and from there would come out the King of the Saiyans, Vegeta's father, and Goku's parents.
"I've already fulfilled your wish. As you don't have another one, I'll see you soon."
Shenlong would vanish instantly in front of Goku, so the Dragon Spheres would have spread again by the planet Earth. King Vegeta was very confused, as were Goku's parents, since they had appeared in that place from one moment to the next. "What happened? What is this place? Where is the damned Frieza?" "Vegeta, son, what are you doing here? Why am I here? I remember that I was eliminated by Frieza. Besides, you are no longer a child. You have grown up a lot. You were revived by some wish-fulfilling spheres. Dragon spheres. What is that supposed to be? Vegeta looked at his father, but he really didn't care about his presence. Kakarot, they are your parents? Goku wouldn't answer because he was very surprised to see his parents for the first time. Are you Kakarot? It can't be really you, is it? You look a lot like your father. Gine would start running to Goku and hug him while tears came out of her eyes. I really don't know what to say at times like this, but I feel like I've seen you before. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad to see you again, Kakarot. I'm your father. My name is Bardock. You are very similar to me. When Vegeta told me that, I didn't believe it. I see that it's true. Kakarot, I need you to tell me what's going on, because your mother and I appeared here suddenly. From what I see, if you could survive on this planet. It's complicated to say this, but on this planet there are some spheres, which are capable of fulfilling any wish, and thanks to that I was able to bring you to life. That's very strange, isn't it? Don't worry, you'll get used to it in time. Vegeta, son, tell me about yourself. I bet you already avenged our race, and finished with that damn Frieza. After all, you are my son. My blood runs through your veins. You're a high-class warrior. Well, my life has changed a lot. Now I no longer dedicate myself to conquering planets. Now I live on this planet in peace, and I have a wife, a son, and a daughter. Hello, I'm Bulma, your son's wife, and the boy you see here is your grandson. His name is Trunks. I'm sure this is not true. How is it possible that you, my son, you married a human from this insignificant planet? Besides, look at this boy. He looks very weak, and I imagine that your daughter must be just as weak. King Vegeta's words would have made Vegeta angry, but he would only clench his hands to avoid unnecessary problems, because he knew that both Bulma and Trunks were very excited to meet Grandpa. Don't talk nonsense, parents. That child of weak power, as you call him, is able to defeat you in a fight easily and effortlessly. You're telling me that this kid is capable of beating me? Don't make me laugh. I didn't know that now you were making jokes. You went from conquering planets to becoming a comedian. If you don't believe in my words, why don't you fight him? How about attacking him with all your power? Don't worry. I'll show you the difference in power that a king has. King Vegeta, without thinking much, and confident about what he thought, would have thrown a punch at Trunks, but Trunks, with one hand, would stop it easily, and then give him a punch in the stomach, which would make King Vegeta get on his knees, and then start sweating from the blow. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I hit you harder than I thought. I swear I didn't mean it. Bardock, seeing what happened, would be very surprised. That boy was able to defeat King Vegeta with a single blow. I can't believe my eyes. Don't be so surprised, Father. It's normal that Trunks beat Vegeta's father. Actually, our sons are very powerful. Did you say our children? Kakarot, do you also have children and a wife? That's right, Mother. I have 2 sons. The older one is called Gohan, and the younger one is called Goten, and he's here, behind those bushes. He's just very shy sometimes. Goten, don't be shy. Come say hello to your grandparents. Goten would come out of the bushes and let himself be seen by Gine and Bardock. He is very similar to me and Kakarot. No doubt he is their son and my grandson. Hi, nice to meet you, Goten. I'm your grandma, Gine. It feels a little weird to call myself a grandma. Come give me a hug. You look just like my son when he was little. Goten would hug Gine. Nice to meet you, Grandma. You're very young. My mom is going to like meeting you. I would like to meet your mom too. Tell me your mom's name. Her name is Chi-Chi. What a nice name he has. Kakarot, tell me what happened to Frieza. Is he still alive, or did you defeat him? Well, how can I explain it to you? What happened with Frieza is that... At that moment, Goku would be interrupted by Vegeta. If you want, I can explain it to you better. Yes, you're right, Vegeta. It's better that you explain it to him. Frieza has died twice. The first was because he was defeated by Kakarot on planet Namex. The second was eliminated by my son from the future, because somehow he came back with a body replaced by robotic parts. The third time, he was eliminated by Kakarot. Somehow, he could also revive, but that time it was because of the Dragon Spheres, and in the end, a universal emergency happened, and the idiot Kakarot brought him back to life, and now he's walking around the universe again. Bardock and Gine couldn't believe what Goku did. You did what? Bardock, there's no doubt that your son is stupid. Doesn't he know how dangerous Frieza can be? Tell me, Kakarot, why did you do that? Frieza is the worst scum ever. He doesn't deserve to be alive. Please, everyone calm down. Frieza is currently no threat to us. Vegeta and I are very powerful. If we fight together, we're even more powerful. Besides, if it wasn't for Frieza's help, this universe would have ceased to exist. I refuse to believe that. I won't be calm until that guy is lifeless. I see that you say your words with confidence and security. Tell me, Kakarot, do you really have the power to defeat him? That's right, Dad. Do you want me to prove it to you? Yes, I want you to prove it to me. Then what are you waiting for? Attack me with everything you have. Goku would say that and make a very defiant face. Then come and attack me! Hey, you guys, don't fight! You're father and son! You shouldn't fight! Don't worry, Gine. It's just a friendly fight. What are you waiting for, Dad? Attack me whenever you want! Pay close attention to everything, Father! Vegeta would say. Bardock, without hesitation, would begin to attack Goku, starting a small exchange of blows that would be dominated by Bardock, which, confident in believing he had the advantage, would say. What happened, Kakarot? This is all your power? I'm starting to believe that everything you told me was a lie. Okay, Dad, I'll show you some of my power. Goku would hit Bardock's face, making him go back several meters. At the same time, with great speed, he would appear behind him without letting him react. He would give him a blow in the back of his head that would leave him out of the fight. King Vegeta, seeing how Bardock was defeated with such ease, would feel a little fear all over his body. And at the same time, he would say, "How is it possible for such a low-class Saiyan to have so much power? I wasn't even able to see how he moved to knock out Bardock." You surprise yourself with very little, Father, if you really knew what Kakarot and I are capable of. A few minutes would pass, and Bardock would get up from the ground a little dizzy. In turn, Goku would approach where he was and tell him, "How are you feeling, Dad?" "Relax. I'm fine, Kakarot. You really surprised me. You have great power." "You're no slouch, Dad. You've got a good level." "You're just saying that to make me feel better." But it doesn't matter. Answer me something, Kakarot. That's not all your power, is it? Of course not, Dad. That's not all my power. I still have a long way to go to reach my limit. I haven't even transformed yet. You can transform? I know, you're talking about transforming into Ozaru. You're wrong, Dad. I'm talking about the Super Saiyan transformation and its variants. Super Saiyan? Did he say he could transform into the legendary Super Saiyan? I think I heard wrong, Kakarot. You said that you can transform into the legendary Super Saiyan? But that's impossible, since the Super Saiyan was just a myth that our race had. You're wrong, Dad. The transformation into Super Saiyan is not a myth. Since Vegeta and I, even our children, can transform into Super Saiyan. Look, if you want, I'll prove it to you. Goku would instantly transform into Super Saiyan, leaving Bardock, Gine, and King Vegeta amazed. This is awesome. My son is the legendary Super Saiyan. I can't believe it. I didn't think it was true, what you were telling me, Kakarot. But it is. So that's the transformation of the legendary Super Saiyan. Wow, that's amazing. So that's what the Super Saiyan looks like. I never thought I'd live to witness it. How about Dad? How do you like it? Tell me, what do you think of this transformation? I'm very surprised, Kakarot. I'm proud to know that my son has already achieved such power. It's an amazing ki, isn't it? Kakarot, remember that they don't know how to sense ki. That's right, I forgot. The ki? What is that? Bardock, just so you understand it better, the ki is nothing more than the fighting power that was reflected in the tracker. That's right, Dad. I understand, Kakarot. Then teach me how to feel the ki. Okay, Dad, I'll teach you, but I'll do it tomorrow. For now, let's go to Chi-Chi so you and my mom can meet her. Alright, let's go! Goku would say goodbye to everyone present and use teleportation, would go with Goten and his parents to Chi-Chi's house. For his part, Bulma, he would invite King Vegeta to enter his house. He would accept without thinking, but before entering he would say, Vegeta-san, you must also teach me to feel the ki, and you must also show me your Super Saiyan. Yes, I guess I have no choice. After saying that, Vegeta together with his father would enter the house in the same way Bulma and Trunks would do the same. On the other hand, in the house of Goku, he would have appeared outside his house and approaching it would knock on the door. Immediately, Chi-Chi would open the door and would be surprised to see how one of the people who accompanied Goku was exactly like him. So, doubtful, she would ask,
Goku, tell me, who are those people who come with you and Goten?
You see, Chi-Chi, this is going to be strange for you, but those two are my parents.
What did you say? But as far as I knew, your parents were dead.
It's a very long story. I'll tell you when we get inside. For now, I'll introduce them to you. She's my mom, and he's my dad.
Hi, I'm Gine. I'm Kakarot's mom, the one you call Goku. I'm glad to meet you.
Hi, my name is Bardock. Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Chi-Chi, Goku's wife. Sorry for this welcome, but this is very strange for me. But please come in.
Everyone would enter the house, and Goku would immediately proceed to tell Chi-Chi everything that had happened, and why his parents were next to him. Chi-Chi, upon hearing everything that Goku told her, would say,
I'm so glad that Goku has revived them. I always wanted to meet them. I hope we can get along very well. I also say the same. I hope to get along with you. You must tell me how you met my son, and also how you decided to get married. Of course, I'll tell you everything, mother-in-law, while I make the food, because I guess you must be very hungry. Yes, a little bit, but let me help you.
Chi-Chi and Gine, while they were still talking, would start to prepare the food. For their part, Goku together with Goten would stay talking with Bardock. After 2 hours, the food would be ready, so everyone would start to eat. After eating, they would stay talking for a good while, until it would get dark and everyone would go to sleep. The next day in the morning, Goku and Bardock would be ready to leave for training. But when they were about to leave the house, Bardock would stop and say, Hey Kakarot, before going to train, can I ask you a question? Sure, Dad. Tell me, what do you want to know? Do you know where your brother Raditz is? I was hoping he was with you. Goku, when he heard the question that Bardock asked him, he would remain silent for a few seconds, until he became certain. He would say, Anyway, I should tell them this. Mom, you also pay attention to what I say.
All right, son. Tell us what happened to Raditz.
Raditz died several years ago. Gine and Bardock were shocked when they heard that. More so Gine, who couldn't help but shed a couple of tears. Kakarot, tell me, how did that happen? How did Raditz die? Before I tell you, I want to tell you that I hope you understand that it wasn't my fault. Now I will tell you. You see, Dad, years ago, when I was still very weak and didn't know that I was a Saiyan, one day Raditz came to this planet with the purpose of me joining the group that he had with Vegeta and Nappa. But I refused because I did not like what the three of them were doing, and because I refused Raditz kidnap my son Gohan, who at the time was a very weak little boy, to force me to join. Even so, I did not do it, but I had to fight against him to save my son. Unfortunately, we both died in that fight. I hope you can understand me. Don't worry, Kakarot. I understand what happened. You don't have to feel bad for what you did. You only wanted to save your son. I'm still sad to know that Raditz died.
That's right, son. Your dad is right. Don't feel bad. It's not your fault.
Thank you very much for understanding me. Hey, Kakarot, I want to ask you something. Tell me, Dad, what do you want to ask me? I know you have a very bad memory of Raditz, but however, he's still your brother. It's possible that you can also revive him using those strange spheres you told me about. To tell you the truth, the memory I have of Raditz is not very good. It's okay, Dad. I'll gather the Dragon Spheres to revive Raditz. Thank you very much, son. But there is only one drawback, Dad. I won't be able to revive Raditz for another 6 months, since that time has to pass before the Dragon Spheres can be used again. It's okay, Kakarot. There's no problem with waiting. Right, Gine?
That's right.
Very well. Okay, Kakarot. Now we can go train. Ready, Dad.
Wait a minute, son.
What happened, Mom?
I've heard a lot about your son, Gohan, but when are you going to introduce him to me?
That's right. I forgot to do it. Wait a few minutes. I'll be right back. When he said that, Goku, using teleportation, would appear in Gohan's house, right next to it. Gohan, seeing Goku, would be surprised and would ask his dad why he appeared out of nowhere, to which Goku would quickly explain the reason. And after talking using teleportation, he would take Gohan, Videl, and Pan to Chi-Chi's house.
Ready! I'm back, Mom. This is my son Gohan, and this is his wife Videl, and my granddaughter Pan. So you are my grandson Gohan. Nice to meet you and your wife. I'm Gine, Goku's mom. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Gohan. My father told me a little about you when he teleported to my house. I'm very happy to meet my Saiyan grandmother. I guess the gentleman who looks like my dad is my grandfather?
That's right. I'm Kakarot's dad. Nice to meet you, Gohan.
Dad, let's go train.
Okay, Kakarot, let's go. See you later. I'll leave you to get to know each other better. After saying that, Goku would go with Bardock to look for an uninhabited place where they could train without interruptions. When they found the place, they would descend from the sky, and they would face each other and start talking.
Are you ready, Father?
Whenever you want, Kakarot. I'm more than ready. How do we start?
Well, the first thing I will do is to teach you how to feel someone's ki, and it's very easy to do. You just have to use your own ki. Just concentrate and try to feel my presence.
I understand. Then it is done this way. Bardock, when saying that, he would start to concentrate to feel Goku's ki, and although at the beginning it was a little complicated, after a few minutes he would succeed. Ready, Kakarot? I think I've learned to feel the ki.
We'll see if it's true. Dad, close your eyes and count to 10. I'll hide over there, and you'll have to look for me through my ki.
Okay, Kakarot. Bardock would close his eyes and start counting, to which Goku would quickly move to a cave, which was several meters away from where Bardock was. The letter, when he finished counting, without saying anything, would move quickly and reach the cave where Goku was, to which he would say, I think I did well, Kakarot. What do you think?
Very good, Dad. You managed to learn very fast how to sense ki. This is getting interesting.
After that, Goku and Bardock would return to where they were initially to start talking again. Now, Dad, from now on the hardest part will begin. I hope you're ready. Of course I am, Kakarot. Hey, by the way, now that I know how to use ki, why don't you show me all the power you have?
Okay, Dad. Besides, I think this will motivate you even more.
Goku was about to show all his power to Bardock, when suddenly Goku would feel two familiar ki, to which he would say,
These ki are from Whis and Lord Beerus, so they came to Earth. Dad, we're going to have to suspend training for a few moments.
You have to meet two people. On the other hand, at Bulma's house, Vegeta and King Vegeta would be training when suddenly, out of nowhere, Whis and Beerus would appear interrupting their training. That's Beerus! But what's he doing here? As you told me, have you forgotten who I am? You must speak to me with more respect. Kneel down! Oh, I'm so sorry, Lord Beerus.
Whis, tell me, what are you doing here? Hello, Lord Vegeta. Lord Beerus and I have come as we want to try some more of that food you call pizza.
Any problem with that, Vegeta? Of course not, Mr. Beerus.
Hey, hi, Mr. Beerus and Whis. It's good to see you again. I guess you're here for lunch, aren't you?
Hi, Miss Bulma. That's right, that's what we came for. Tell me, do you have any more of that thing you call pizza?
Of course we do, Mr. Beerus. You know that for you and Whis there will always be everything. But I want to ask you something, Mr. Beerus. Don't make my father-in-law kneel again. It doesn't look good doing that.
Okay, but just remember to always speak to me with respect! Hey you, King Vegeta, stand up already! King Vegeta, who was still kneeling, would stand up while saying, How come that woman is also getting along with Lord Beerus? I can't believe it!
Calm down. For us, we currently get along well with Lord Beerus and Whis. You just need to treat him with respect.
Bulma, on the other hand,
Hey, what are you waiting for, Mr. Beerus and Whis? Come on in so you can eat some more pizzas.
Come on, Whis. Whis and Beerus were about to enter Bulma's house when they felt Goku's ki, so they stopped.
Hello, Mr. Beerus and Whis. How are you?
Hello, Goku.
Hello, Mr. Goku. It's good to see you. This time I see you accompanied by someone very much like yourself.
Hello, Whis.
Yes, let me introduce you. This is my father. His name is Bardock.
Your father? I didn't know you had one. Wait, that's right. I hadn't thought that much of it. But Vegeta was also with his father. I get it. You two revived your parents. Oh, Mr. Beerus, as clueless as ever. Hey, Whis, don't disrespect me. Remember that I am the god of destruction.
Hey, Kakarot, what are those two? Right, Dad, I forgot to introduce them to you. He's Lord Beerus, the god of destruction of Universe 7, and he is the master of Lord Beerus. His name is Whis. Both are the most important beings in this universe.
What did you just say? They're both gods? I can't believe it. I never imagined they really existed.
The first time I found out, I was a little surprised too. Hi, nice to meet you. You must be Mr. Goku's dad, right?
That's right, my name is Bardock. You're a god from what Kakurato told me. Well, let's say yes, although in reality, I am an angel. The god is Lord Beerus. Oh, I see. That's right, Dad. He's Lord Beerus, the god of destruction of Universe 7. Universe 7? Are there more universes? That's right, Dad. In total, there are 12 universes, which were created by Zeno-sama. And who is he? Zeno-sama is the king of everything, the most important and powerful being that exists in the 12 universes. Oh, and he's also a friend of mine. What? How is it possible that you, Kakarot, are friends with someone as important as him? Well, I don't know. We're just friends. You've given me a lot of surprises, son. Goku, with what intentions did you and Vegeta decide to revive your parents? Don't worry, Mr. Beerus. It wasn't with any bad intentions. I just wanted to meet my parents. I hope that's the way it is, and you're not lying to me, or else you will receive the wrath of a god of destruction. Come on, Mr. Beerus, don't say such things. Anyway, see you later. From all that talking, I got hungrier. Whis, are you coming or staying here? Of course, I'm coming with you, Mr. Beerus. Saying that, Beerus and Whis would go inside with Bulma to her house, while Goku and Bardock would go back to where they were training. Now, Dad, there will be no more interruptions. Let's start again. Ready, Kakarot? Then let's start where we left off. Show me all your power. Okay, as you can see, this is my normal state. This is the Super Saiyan, and this is the one that surpasses the Super Saiyan. You could say it's the Super Saiyan Phase 2. He has amazing power. How did Kakarot attain so much power? That would be Bardock's thought. And this one! Do you have even more power? Yes, this is the powerful Super Saiyan Phase 3. Goku, upon transforming into Super Saiyan 3, would leave Bardock very surprised by his power. On the other hand, at Bulma's house, King Vegeta, who was still training with Vegeta, would feel Goku's ki in Super Saiyan 3 and, very surprised and afraid, would say, To whom does this great power belong? This is the ki of Kakarot. What are you telling me? This is the power of Bardock's son? How is it possible for that guy to have so much power? He's most likely using Super Saiyan 3. So Kakarot's showing all his power to his father. I think I should do the same. Going back to Goku and Bardock, the latter would still be very surprised by the power Goku was showing and would say, You have left me speechless, Kakarot. Now that I know what I can see, what a big difference there is in our powers. I know you're going to achieve this power too, Dad. For now, I see it impossible, Kakarot. But tell me something. I guess Super Saiyan 3 is your limit, right? Of course not, Dad. I still have 2 more transformations to go. Let me show them to you. Saying that, Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Red God. Bardock, seeing Goku, would be very confused and say, What happened to you, Kakarot? Your ki disappeared, but I feel a great pressure that doesn't let me move easily. You see, Dad, this is the Super Saiyan God. In this transformation, he stopped using the normal ki to use the divine ki, which is the ki possessed by all the gods like Lord Beerus. What did you say? I can't believe it! My son is a god? I'm not a god, Dad. I only have the ki of one. Now pay attention. I'll show you my latest transformation. Goku, saying that, would transform into Super Saiyan God Blue. Now, Dad, this is the last transformation that I have, and also Vegeta, for now this is our limit. Although I, in a tournament that there was, exceeded my limits, and I managed to reach a state that even a god of destruction is difficult to achieve. I really don't know what to tell you, Kakarot. You've left me speechless. I'm just more motivated to train now. So let's start. Teach me how to become a Super Saiyan. That's the attitude, Dad. Although for now, I think it's going to be difficult for you to reach Super Saiyan. You still need to increase your base state power a little more. You're underestimating me, Kakarot? I'm a Saiyan just like you. Clearly I can be a Super Saiyan too. Alright, listen to me well. To transform into a Super Saiyan, there are 2 ways. The first, and with which I got it, is anger, and the second, which is easier, is by concentrating ki in the back. Come on, try it. So concentrating ki on the back. I see. So that's how it is. Saying that, Bardock would start to concentrate a lot of ki on his back. As he did that, his ki would be increasing. Goku, who was watching that, would think, is it possible for him to succeed? Apparently it seems so, yes! Bardock would continue concentrating ki in his back, at the same time that his power would be increasing, and his hair at times would turn yellow. Even so, he could not hold on and would fall to the ground, very tired and angry at the same time. Damn! I was about to get it! Hey, easy, Dad. For your first attempt, you did well. Don't get discouraged. You're right, Kakarot. I shouldn't complain. For now, I won't try to reach Super Saiyan, and I'll rather listen to you and train to increase my power in my normal state. That's the best decision, Father. Well then, if you're already better, let's start training. Of course, Kakarot. After that event, Goku and Bardock would begin an arduous training. Quickly, 6 months would pass. In that time, both Bardock and King Vegeta had managed to reach the Super Saiyan and were training to master it to the level of Goku and Vegeta. On the other hand, Goku, since he spent the 6 months, went to fulfill the promise he had made to his father, looking for the 7 Dragon Spheres, would invoke Shenlong and ask him to revive Raditz. When Shenlong fulfilled his wish, he would leave, and then Raditz would appear in front of Goku, Bardock, and Gine, to which Goku, looking at him, would say, "Long time no see, Raditz."
Kakarot, it's you. Wait, there's not only you, but my parents too? What's going on? I'm supposed to have died from the green guy's attack. Hello, Raditz. You see, what happened is that you have been revived by some strange spheres that are on this planet. Your mother and I have also been revived by that means, and we owe it all to Kakarot. Strange spheres? I seem to remember the green guy mentioned something about those spheres. I see. So it's true that they could fulfill any wish.
The green guy, as you call him, his name is Piccolo, just so you know.
Whatever. I'm not interested in Kakarot. Don't think that because you received me that we'll get along.
Hey, Raditz, don't say that. You should be grateful to Kakarot. Thanks to him, we're all together for the first time.
I already said that I won't thank Kakarot for anything. Not even because your mom asked me to. What's more, now I'm going to make him pay for letting that green guy kill us both.
Stop, Raditz. Raditz, without paying attention to Jine's words, would throw himself against Goku, but when he was about to attack him, Goku would disappear, leaving him confused. In that moment, Goku would appear behind Raditz and touching his shoulder would say, "I think you should listen to Mom."
What the hell? How come Kakarot moved so fast? I couldn't see anything.
Would be the thought of Raditz, who would quickly turn around as he launched a powerful attack against his brother Goku.